Just how much damage can you squeeze out of a Last Day on Earth shotgun? And that is the main question that I went into this video with. And as you can see, we can actually get a ton of high damage numbers out of this thing with just a little bit of planning. So in this video, I'm going to utilize some zone buffs that we had, and I'm also going to stack that with the healer's firearm buff. Now, usually when you use a shotgun, your best case scenario is going with heavy barrel because that has the most utility when you've got a group of zombies. But what I was going for with this video is I wanted to see the highest single target damage that I could get with crits included, and the long silencer mod is the best for that scenario. This thing just pumps out crits like nothing else. So I first went to the farm, which had a 25% shotgun damage bonus, and then that stacked with an active healer bonus that I had for a total of 35%. And as you can see here, we're just chewing through the infected bull. Now I wanted to do a little bit more testing, so we came up here to a rotten yokel, just one shot at that guy. The savage giant was down in 2 shots, and I decided to continue it on just to see what would happen with the ravager. How quickly could I take this guy down with this shotgun with that extra buff? Now, I was wondering while I was taking down the Ravager, could a crit hit with these buffs and the attachment actually outdo an MGL shot? And that's what we're going to be taking a look at next. So I loaded into the farm and we got that clip of the crit from the Savage Giant right after taking out the Yokel. And for a crit hit with those buffs, we got 160 damage. Now loading back in with an MGL and finding another Savage Giant, you can see the explosive damage was 154, and we were actually able to get more than an MGL shot with that optimized shotgun with the buffs. Now that isn't the fairest comparison because an MGL is also more of a grouping up weapon, but it's still amazing to see just how much single target damage you can get out of this shotgun. Next up, I went to Bunker Alpha Hard Mode where we had a total of 40%, but I wanted to test out the shotgun first with this loadout without the 40%. So this is 0% buffs, and we're taking out a Frenzy Giant here in Hard Mode. And as you can see, I wasn't quite able to make it out without getting a hit, but when I loaded back in with the shotgun, same loadout, but this time we've got the 40% buff. You can see I don't even need to worry about getting hit because this thing just chews through that HP bar so fast. It just took down that Frenzy Giant in less than 10 seconds. Now, next up, I wanted to take a look and see how this performed against a blind one. So first we're going to load into the blind one without the 40%, but with the same mod loadout. And we're getting 28 normals and 55 for our crits, which is still pretty good, and it completely melts the blind one. But here is where the real magic happens with the long silencer. The crit hits are really hit or miss, but every once in a while you can get a ton to stack up together, and this was one of those moments. And out of that blind one attack cycle, 5 out of the 6 hits were generating crits. And that's one of the most satisfying moments that you can have in Last Day on Earth when you've got a loadout that's just pumping out crits like nothing else. So I had a good bit of fun working on this video, and it was really fun to just see how much damage you could push out of the shotgun on single targets. Please be sure to stay tuned for more Last Day on Earth on the channel, and thank you so much for watching this video.